Hey guys, today I wanted to share with you how you can make your NHS application the best way you can in order to increase or maximize your chances of being shortlisted for this job. And in order to do this, I'm gonna walk you through the job application process and I'm gonna share with you a few things that are going to be a game changer for you. So without further ado, let's help you land your first job. In order to apply for an NHS job, you need to do it through the Track website. So let's open Track Jobs, and in here you can find multiple websites where you can apply for NHS jobs, either Health Jobs UK or NHS Jobs, but whichever website you apply through, all the information are processed to the hospital through the Track Jobs website. So here we're going to log in and it's gonna take you to this web page here. So I already have an account on Track. If you do not have one already, you need to set up an account to be able to apply for jobs. And in here you can find a tab called Find a Job, Job Search. So it's gonna take you to Health Jobs website. In here you are going to pick medical and dental, and you can put in the keyword for the title of the job that you're looking for. And here's the first step. You need to make sure the job title you're applying for matches your level of experience. So for example, I'm going to write down here SHO in the keywords tab and look for jobs that has the keyword SHO in it. This is important for you because you do not want to waste your time applying for jobs that you're not really qualified for, because your chances of being shortlisted or interviewed for this job are gonna be really low. If you're a fresh grad, try to look for jobs that has the word SHO or FY2 in the job title. Another really crucial thing that you need to be aware of before starting your job application is that the applications has a scoring system, and this scoring system is usually based on the criteria of the person's specification enlisted in the job ad. Let me show you what I mean. In here I have a job application that I already applied for, and on the right hand side you can find the person specifications and all the criteria, the essential and the desirable criteria that are required for this job. So you need to know that your application is scored based on how many items that you have fulfilled from these criteria. Having this information in the back of your mind while applying for a job is really gonna help you focus on mentioning the experiences that will maximize or boost your score. Now let me walk you through the applications that I've made for this job advert. First, education and professional qualifications. In here you need to mention your primary medical degree and any postgraduate qualifications that you could have acquired after graduation. For example, for me, I've done the MRCS Part A exam, which is a postgraduate qualification, and I've done the fellowship exam here in Egypt, so I also mentioned it. Whether or not it's gonna make a difference, I don't know, but it's a postgraduate qualification that I've done, so try to mention any qualifications that you did after graduation. The next section is going to be any relevant training courses, and here I want to show you something in the person specifications of the job ad. They mentioned that they would like someone who had the ATLS and the MRCS exam. These are mentioned in the desirable criteria. That's why I mentioned here in the education and professional qualifications that I did the MRCS Part A exam, which increases my score in the job application. And I do not have the ATLS, but I have a relevant training course, which is the ALS course, so I mentioned that as well. Training courses are really important while you're applying for any NHS job. Whether it's ALS, ATLS, or for example PALS, you need to take the relevant training course to increase or maximize your score. Now let me take you to the employment history section. First, I want to show you a guidance that's made by Lancashire Teaching Hospital Trust, and this guidance is made to help applicants or doctors do their job applications the best way they can. So in the employment history section, they mention that when describing your duties and responsibilities, think about how this role may help you skillfully in the new role that you're applying for. So while writing your duties and responsibilities in the previous employment, it's important for you to think how these experiences are going to help you in the job that you're applying for. So for example, in this job advert, they have mentioned in the experience that they want someone with previous experience in surgery. This is an essential criteria, so I need to highlight as much as I can my experience in surgery. And also they've mentioned that they want someone who is able to conduct surgical outpatients, which is also an essential criteria. So what I've done is I made sure to to highlight my outpatient clinic experience because it's an essential requirement that they want in my previous employment history. I mentioned my outpatient clinic experience in plastics and burns, and I've also mentioned my outpatient clinic experiences in general surgery. So this is how you need to work through your application. Find the essential criteria that they have mentioned in the job advert and try to work through your job application to fulfill these criteria. Another section that's really important in your application score is the supporting information section. Actually, the two most important sections in your job application are the supporting information and the previous employment. So let's go to the guidance made by Lancashire Teaching Hospital Trust and see what they have to say about the supporting information. And here they've mentioned the supporting information section of the application is one of the most important sections. It's the area where you get free rein to sell your best attributes that you may have not had the opportunity to discuss yet. And they've mentioned here as well that it's really beneficial to work through the supporting information using the person specification attached in the job ad. So this really emphasizes upon how important the person specifications are. I want to show you how did I write down the supporting information in my job application for this job advert. I've highlighted some criteria from the person specifications and written them down in the supporting evidence as a headline. And then I went about explaining how did I acquire this experience. So not only did I mention, for example, that I have previous experience in surgery, I've written down how did I acquire this experience. And by giving these examples on how did I acquire my previous surgical experience, I actually made it more informative and I left no room for doubt that I do have this experience. So not only you need to mention that you have a certain experience, you actually need to tell them how did you acquire this experience. And this will make your answer more authentic, hence increasing your application score. And again, since you have mentioned that you want someone with ATLS or MRCS in the desirable criteria, I've mentioned in my commitment to continuous professional development that I have ALS, which is somewhat equivalent to ATLS, and that I've taken MRCS Part A. In the supporting information, you get 1,500 words, so please make sure that you use them wisely. And I'm gonna leave a link to this guidance by Lancashire Teaching Hospitals. It's really good, guys. You need to read it before writing down your application. If you are applying for jobs for the first time, it's gonna be really beneficial. Best of luck, guys, in seeking your future jobs. And if you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section down below and I will make sure that I reply to them. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you next video.